Hey,
Speaking of dancing,
welcome to the Leavecast. We're a first-time reader show based on the epic fantasy series The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. My name is Ryan, and joining me as always is my brother Dan.
what's up, my man?
Not much, dude. Loving life, you know, living the felt life.
I'm doing the happy dance with Matt Stagger right now.
Do the claps. Harder said than done. Hey, welcome, Soundscapes of Time. I saw you, and that's so great you're here. Big fan. Big fan
Ryan,
of music.
nice bass.
What?
That's my brother Ryan on bass. Whoa.
That's me on bass. Oh, no, I think he's talking about that right there.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, hey, everyone. We are a first-time reader show, and we're covering Towers of Midnight, chapters 41 through 46. So if you just happen to be on chapter 46, welcome. Perfect time to join.
Yeah,
If you've already read the series, it's super fun to go back and reread it through the minds of our first-time readers. And such minds they are, Dan.
Indeed.
We got the best minds, only the best minds. Speaking of best minds, let's bring them in.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hey.
we got
Hello.
the penile beanie shot.
Penile beanie shot.
What was penile about it, Dan? I'm not sure.
Let's
It was your
not
lap.
penile
I don't know.
about
It
it,
was-
Josh.
It was your lap. Hi.
What is up?
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Can't
Good
find
night,
my
Grace.
book.
I love you.
I got my notes.
Hi, Kay. Hi, Josh.
Hey, Dan.
Hi.
It's been a big fat minute,
Hi, guys.
but we are on our march to episode 200.
200.
We're ending this book on episode 200. This is episode 198,
Yep.
and these are good chapters. We got 6 chapters. These are pretty, but they're not as good as the last chapters, and they're not as good as the next coming chapters. But these ones are
Really?
okay. Yeah. No, the next chapters are going to be. We got so much to talk about, guys.
Oh,
All right.
I wonder. Very so excited.
All right.
Ryan. Wow.
Yeah, you like that?
Chapter 41.
No,
What?
no, say it with
Holy.
emphasis. It has 2 exclamation points.
Chapter 41.
41. Yeah, let's jump into it. I guess we got 6 chapters, so yeah, we didn't get time for dilly-dally nonsense. We're doing chapter 41. It is called an unexpected ally, and it is. It starts off as a Galad point of view, but it kind of bounces back and forth between Galad and Perrin. This is a direct continuation from the last chapter where Perrin's like, well, we got some killing to do, and he lifts his big new hammer and rides down.
Hammer
So
time.
This is Galad. He does not know that Perrin is there for his benefit. He's like, that damn Ibarra, we're fucked. He runs to his horses. He's like, they're all coming. We're all screwed. Ryan, I have a tie shard like right off the bat. You want it?
Do you?
Do I want to? I was
want it?
born wanting.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Assume the position, Dan.
Galad took it in. Tashar.
Okay.
Tashar, motherfuckers.
This, I found quite a few of them. I think the best way to get Brandon Sanderson to do sexy innuendo things is in battle. So I found quite a few, actually, right?
Mhm.
Oh, no. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm ready.
or like building stuff, you know?
We'll see.
We will see. But that one, Galad took it in. Buyer comes running up. Buyer's like, oh, it's that dark friend, the guy he's the worst, right? He's brought in all these shadow spawn. They're like, well, no, I don't know. He's kind of helping us, right? And they're like, oh, this is what he did in Two Rivers, right, bro? This is what he did. This is what he does. He's a weirdo. He brings in these Trollocs and then he pretends to help us. He's like, well, I don't know. And then it jumps to Perrin. Perrin. Yeah. Am I doing this music? All right. Yeah.
No. I got you.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Didn't fall until they had multiple. Tai-Shai.
Okay.
Does that work?
No, maybe? I don't know.
All right.
That
okay.
works for me. Multiple, yeah, for sure. That works.
Yeah, that worked. So it jumps to Perrin. Perrin is talking with Fael, and he does an info dump.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, how'd you know? He's like, well,
Yeah.
whips out he gives like 8 paragraphs of explanation.
Which
Well,
is very in character, right?
He's like, oh, that made sense. That dome? He's like, we're being herded all along. Galad's force probably wasn't a part of it. He says, I think it was a portal stone. I know some kind of attack was gonna come here. I thought it may have been some Drakkar or something. But the ruins, Arganda pointed out, seemed like they might be a good place for a portal stone. The Trollocs aren't coming out of the ground. I think they're appearing from the stone. So what we did see was like this mist, and suddenly like these Trollocs were just kind of popping up. But he's thinking that it's like they're coming out from a buried stone and then like digging their way out. I don't know, man. Kind of cool. He also tells her he thinks it's one of the Forsaken. She's like, what? And they sent someone channel.
Yeah, it's still annoying that we don't know who these channelers are.
Yeah.
Did we get any more clues? Here it says, I think they must be doing something to bring the Trollocs, jumping in with fists of them, then jumping away immediately to fetch more. But we know that Trollocs can't go through gateways.
So they
It
must
says
be
whoever it
doing,
is, they're not terribly
skimming.
strong and they're not joining the battle.
skimming, right? Instead of gateways.
Okay. Dan, we got a lot of Tai-Shars in chat.
Okay.
I'm going to perform these.
Holy moly.
Ryan.
How do you do this? All right.
Oh my god.
You got to rub it.
I got-
No, rub your head.
I
Yeah,
got
rub your head
it. Well,
seductively.
I mean,
Or maybe your mustache.
This
Oh, yeah.
is
Knuckle your
getting
mustache.
weirder.
Oh, yeah.
are you looking at me? Let the men know we are not to expose our flanks to Albara.
Wait, how do you end it?
Tai-Shar.
Tai-Shar.
Oh, there you go.
All right, no, there's two more. Or one more. What are those, crumbs in my mouth? All right. Hey. They keep coming. Tai-Shar. Yay. Oh, I got my
Nice.
first
Well
one.
done.
All right,
Well
yeah,
done,
so
chat.
that's my agreement to chat. You leave a Tai-Shar in chat, I will perform it.
Nice.
Uh-oh. It's gonna get so weird up in here.
Spurted out in a noisome gush. Tai-Shar.
Oh my god.
Noisome.
Holy.
Oh, I got another,
Yeah.
Ryan. Keep me up. Keep me up. All right. in a heap as stone collapsed, legs jerking. Tasha.
Nice.
Stout, not stone, stout. All right. So Perrin gives his info dump, says, "Oh yeah, I would never leave the White Cloaks to the thing."
So
Yes.
having read chapter 46, the one thing I thought of after reading this that they aren't terribly strong, but they keep coming and going. Could it be Androl, who we know is good at making gateways, but is not terribly strong?
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not Androl, given that he's not one of the M. Hiles cronies, but someone like him, maybe, who's a good gateway maker, but not terribly strong in the power. Could it be one of the heroes, one of the Ashamang from the Black Tower? Or are these some other kind of dark channelers that we haven't met before? Because clearly it's not a Forsaken. Although Perrin is right, I suspect one of the Forsaken is behind this.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I don't know.
How? So if you don't know where someone is, but you just feel them channeling, but you're like, yeah, but they're a pipsqueak in channeling.
Mhm.
Like, how do you even know?
In the same way that I can sense who's the stronger channeler, right? Without even channeling.
But they don't even. But he's not seeing him. He has no idea where he's at.
But it doesn't require channeling.
It.
It doesn't. I don't even need a channel around one in order to know who's stronger in the power.
Right. Right.
So presumably by them channeling, it's even easier to discover this, right?
So due to the Aes Sedai, like, could they just like not even see someone and just be like, "Oh yeah, a mile away there's a channeler, but they're small time." And
I think
a mile away there's a channeler and they're massive.
They're minuscule. Mm-hmm. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. What's her name? Fael hears all this. She's like, "Thank you for being you. Thank you, Perrin." He's like, "For what? For being you.
For being the man that you are," she said, turning her mount and leading the other two away.
He says a part of him felt sorry to bathe the weapon in blood so soon after its birth, but he hefts his Mahanyalar.
Okay, I got the Taishar.
Please? Oh, Ryan, hold
Nice.
on.
Bornhold stood panting. Bornhold stood panting, sword out. He had 4 men with him. "Thank you," Galad said. "Your mounts."
Yes!
Wait. What?
Yes.
You gotta end it correctly. Yeah.
Taishar.
Ah, there we
Yeah!
go.
Oh my god, that's
Oh
that might be the best one.
That was the
Your mounts.
That's better.
Your mounts.
History is like one of the best.
Galad is fighting Trollocs. So many Trollocs that he starts doing some sword forms. I'm gonna call out some sword forms, guys. I want you to rake them. Okay?
Okie dokie.
All right, Case and I. We have Woodsman Strips the Branch. We have Arc of the Moon. We have Striking the Spark. And finally, we have Heron Snatches the Silverfish. Which is your favorite?
Oh, striking the spark.
Striking
That
the Spark?
feels like an impossible
Yeah,
thing to do, and it's got to be like super precise of a movement. I feel like
Yep.
it'll look really cool. Striking this.
Woodman strips the branch.
Woodman Strips the Branch. I kind of partial to that one
I
as well.
imagine there's a squat in that somewhere, and I just am not feeling it.
I think striking the spark is finding the G spot.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Or the
I
coveted
saw-
C spot, Ryan.
Ryan.
What?
Wait. I'm not that big.
Is this new term?
No.
I-
I've heard you. I heard that's like way in there.
I saw the crescent. You saw the arc of the moon. The Ark of the
What the fuck are you saying?
There's a song. Yeah, I saw the crescent. You saw the hole in the moon. I think.
Can you turn on the
Alright.
music in the background a little bit, please?
Yeah,
Great
no,
song.
that was the segment music for when you guys rate
Oh.
your.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
keep it. Right. Yeah, no, keep it going.
Wait, are we doing high shot? Okay.
Good solid butt. Tyshar.
Oh my God. That's just adorable. What?
Good solid
Those
butt.
Cute.
Good solid butt.
Cute. That's the cutest Tyshar ever.
Was that
Like,
Bearlane
your
talking
words.
about Galad?
Yeah, no, it
Oh,
says
yeah.
his men were good, solid, but they were inexperienced with Trollocs. So good solid butt. Come on.
Solid butt.
They during this thing, Galad kind of learned some real life experience about like fighting Shadow Spawn and just relying on the glory of the light and the good of his cause to keep him afloat. He's like, man, the light doesn't save shit. If we don't kill everyone, we're gonna be dead. They're not gonna save us.
Yeah.
It says the children of the light were not protected by their goodness. They were falling in swaths like grain before the scythe. Too many yelled in terror, running. They weren't cowards. They weren't poor fighters.
They were just men.
Yeah.
Average.
And that wasn't how it was supposed to be. Yeah. Which is awesome. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Jesus, literally, where's Jesus? Where is Jesus?
Did that motherfucker good.
High shards are flowing in, Dan. This is gonna be a
Oh,
Ty Shard heavy
man.
episode.
I believe so.
Oh,
All right.
damn. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
It jumps to Perrin. Perrin is smashing Trollocs with his hammer. Not only does he smash, but he sizzles. The hammer, the force of the blow tossed the creature to the side, and oddly, its skin sizzled and smoked where the hammer had hit.
Yeah.
The power wrought. It makes is like its own little Foreman grill.
Gross.
It collects the grease in a handy pan that you could just pour into your sink.
Yes. Ryan, I have so many Ty Shards here. I have like 5 on these next 3 pages.
How do you want to roll?
I don't know. Let me get through the narration itself. Trollocs are still appearing. It says I'd guess 50,000 of the beasts so far. The Ashaman have sensed that one only channeler, and he isn't engaging. And all right, so yeah, let's start doing them. I'm gonna do 2 of them right now.
All right, while you get ready, everyone, fucking hearty huzzah to Glenn the Geeky Hippie, who's become our newest YouTube member.
Congratulations and thank you.
Fuck, we're besides ourselves.
congrats. He also won a
Literally.
t-shirt at our game night. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so if you want to join game night, which is semi-regular, over in Discord in a super secret channel, join our YouTube or our Patreon, become a member of either one of those, and you're in. Just the lowest membership is needed. But yeah, we have a great time, and it's a great way to support your favorite channel. All right, hit it, Dan.
Hit it,
All right,
Dan.
I'm doing 3 of them back to back to back. You ready? Give me that music, Ryan. Excuse me. I'm going down for them. Ty Shark. Sorry, I'm still getting over a cold. I got a cough. All right. Haha. Grew warmer in his fist. Tai-Shai.
Nice.
Huh. This one's nice. It goes, quote, gripped in sweaty fingers, his entire body ached. Moans came from all around. Tai-Shai.
Sweet. Tai-Shai.
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 Oh my gosh. I have a.
All right.
Oh, okay, wait.
Nice.
Cheers.
Whoa, let's get the.
Hey.
Yowza.
The freaks are out tonight.
Yeah. Hey.
The freaks are out tonight.
The freaks come out.
I feel like
Freaks come
Wednesday, hump day is a good day for that to happen.
Yes, everyone. We hope you hump as much as you can.
Yes.
As much as your doctor allows. Please hump
Happy
on this.
hump
Yeah.
day. As much as your doctor allows.
Yeah. Do the hump.
Do
Do the hump. Do hump.
Come on, let's do the hump.
White
hump.
people do the Humpty
Okay.
Hump. Puerto
I did have a
Ricans
comment
do the
about
Humpty
this
Hump.
one. Oh, sorry. Were you saying something?
Just singing the entire Humpty dance. You should probably stop me.
I do have a comment about this Perrin helping Galad. Or wait, was it Perrin or Bornhold? Bornhold, I think, helped Galad onto the horse, and Galad was all embarrassed.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just have this image of Bornhold lacing his fingers together and kneeling
know.
down and being like, "Treacle, bud." Horse.
I think they
Or,
took
grab
it.
him by the hips
Yeah.
and goes 1, 2, now tuck your knees. 3.
So not my ankle, not my ankle. Yeah, he looked like MC Hammer on crack. Humpty dance.
Anyway, so that was my big
you're right.
comment.
Yeah. So
No, that's a really funny vision. Maybe they were copped a feel on his ass while they're trying to push him up.
Well, before that, Perrin comes down the mountain. There's they were up on the
Coming down
steep
the
hill.
mountain.
Coming. They come down. It was an awesome maneuver. He sees Galad's oh, they look awesome. Perrin's coming. Roar! He's roaring. He's slapping aside people. It says, at the front rode a bearded monster of a man with a large hammer held high. And it goes on to say, despite himself, Galad lowered his shield at the sight. Ibarra almost seemed to flame from the tongues of fire that surrounded him. Galad could see those wide golden eyes, like fires themselves. Man.
Tai-Shai,
Please.
Perrin grunted.
Yes. How do you end it?
Tai-Shai.
Thank Jesus. Yeah. One day, Dan. You
They're
think he'll
leaving the
get it?
puppets
He's
just
such a smart
hanging.
guy.
All right.
Okay. This is a lot of work.
I got a couple right. You did
A
great.
lot of them.
Ha! Ha ha! Made a horrid grunting sound. Galad heaved off. Tai-Shai.
Nice.
Ryan, you ever
Okay.
heave off? All right, no, wait.
I don't know. Ask
He's
Kristen.
Up and pounded that massive hammer of his. Tai-Shai.
Yeah,
One more. Oh, yeah.
Is the Santa? Santa came?
Some groups started fleeing tongues.
Oh my
Tai-Shai.
God.
Fleeing tongues?
Yeah. Oh no! Can I appeal? Can I petition this?
I guess if they were
decision?
running
No
towards
petitioning.
the tongues, there's no petitioning, Josh.
No.
No,
No, you can't argue that one.
There's no petitioning.
There's only burying yourself
Decision
further.
has been made. You don't run away from tongues. You run towards them. Dan.
True. Yeah. Well, I mean, I just call it as I read it. There is a new sword form. Tell me if it usurps your favorites. This one is Ribbon in the Air. Josh, do you like Ribbon in the Air better than Woodsman Strips the Branch?
Nah.
Okay, do you like it better than Striking the Spark?
No, but I could totally see it like a really weird, like little, like hippie sword.
Like a kite.
Heavy sword.
Yeah.
Just like they're like glow sticks at a rave.
Like it's a ribbon in the wind.
Nice.
Glad hurts his ankle. He gets boosted up like a big boy up onto his horse. He's all Glad's like, ride my horse, or parents like, ride my horse, you big baby. He's like, thanks. He gives his punishment right then. He says,
Love this.
I deem as punishment that you shall pay blood price for the families of the dead children in the amount of 500 crowns. I also order you to fight in the last battle with all your strength you can muster, you badass motherfucker. Do these things, and I pronounce you cleansed of guilt. And he's like, really? Well, shit. You
He
guys.
does this though because he helped him, right? Like he's like, hey, that's his like way of saying thank you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And everyone's cool with it except for one guy.
Borny Bornhold.
No, Jarrett Byer.
Oh, Byer. Child Byer, right?
Child Byer tries to knife our wolf boy.
Nip it in the bud.
Mm-hmm. And Bonehold is the one who stops him. He says, it wasn't right to strike a man in the back after he saved us. And he drops his sword. He's like, you did the right thing. Yeah, he was a good guy. He was unpleasant, but I'm sorry to lose him. He says, he talks to, Perrin talks to Glad. Says, yeah, that guy still thinks I killed his dad. And he's like, well, not really. It's like, but he's hated you for a very long time, Lord Ibarra, and he's loved Byer longer. Killing a friend, it is sometimes painful to do what is right. And then Ibarra grunts again. He's like, yeah, get to the wounded. And that's kind of how it ends. We get this battle, though. We see that it was successful. Hooray.
It was successful. Yeah.
Yes. And well, I mean, yeah.
Sexy man Galad just hurts his ankle.
Yeah.
His horse dies.
Hey, critter.
At least nice. Perrin lives on, though, right? I mean, yay.
Well, Perrin is just Perrin is just such a gruff dude into this. He's just grunting and monosyllabic most of the time. He's like, I hate it. Hey, Perrin, how's your coffee? It's drinkable.
Yeah, this chapter is just really typical Perrin. But so is the next one that has Perrin. You know, we'll get to that, but like, yeah, I have a hashtag Perrin sucks moment for sure because he's just really pissing me off these days with some of his little, internal dialogue about women and.
Yeah, Perrin's still alive. Was there anything else in chapter 41 that I missed or that you wanted to emphasize before we moved on?
No, we covered it because the deal at the end was like the big thing.
Oh, Ryan! Ryan has a tie shot. Let me pop you in.
Laying down.
Oh, you got that? Yeah. So we're just gonna go through chat here. This is pretty amazing.
Okay.
Again, the thing I love about tie shots is that yes, there's humor, but I really get to know the person who. Okay. So like, keep this in mind. Keep this in mind, everyone. If you wrote this in chat, think hard, long and hard. Okay. Here's this from Luz Jr. Oh, hey. There's a slot in there, and I'm not feeling it.
Ryan.
Taisha.
Okay, there you go. Taisha.
All right.
Oh no.
All right. Noam Garden says that the sword form. Wait. Oh, hey. I was just daydreaming. Woodman strips the branch. Taisha.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. This again. Just think about. All right. This Uber Spearman wrote this one. Oh, hey. I was just going over all the Nabokov I've memorized.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What is happening?
You positioned us well to help them, but it appears we weren't enough.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
A very
Ryan, you don't
depressed,
need an excuse to be
Say it.
sexy, okay? It's all right.
a very sexy Taisha. All right, they keep coming. All right,
Oh my gosh.
all right. Uber Spearman. Uber Spearman writes. Hey. I hope you didn't see that. Despite himself, Galad lowered his shield at the sight. Ibara almost seemed to flame from the tongues of fire that surrounded him. Galad could see those wide golden eyes. Taishar.
Oh, that is satisfying to do. To turn one down. Oh boy, that feels good.
Holy crap.
Okay,
Power.
well, here he comes. Uber Spearman comes back again with this to redeem himself.
I do.
Oh, hey, I was just improving my blood flow. I am well enough if I have your mount.
There you go. There
Oh
you
my
go.
gosh.
That's well earned.
All right, two more. I'm
These
telling
are
you,
getting
we started
out
something.
of control.
Noam Garden.
Nice.
And hey. How are you? I've laid down over 2 dozen. Taisha. Okay, and now again, this is Nomi Garden comes in with this.
Oh my god.
What?
You're
They were just men. Average. Taishar? Yeah, no, give it a no.
You should really
All right,
have
that's
like
All right.
There's the Freud.
Love it.
Yeah, right.
you need to have like a warning on this
Alright,
during
yeah, like-
Taishar's, like
I think we
the
all
only
deserve
puppet
something.
show not
It's
made.
it's like
for
one of those
puppets.
don't meet your heroes, you know?
Unless you're here. All right.
Alright.
Josh, what chapter
So-
are we doing now? Yell it.
42?
Well, it's there's two.
There's no question mark, man. There's 2 exclamation
No, there's
points.
two exclamation points.
42!
Yeah.
There you go.
Woo!
All right.
All right, brother Dan, we gotta pick up the pace somehow. So what's got to
Yeah,
give?
what-
Like the Taishar's got to give. The
That one was the full.
the longest
Taishar.
chapter.
Yeah, these are
well-
fast. These are fast. All right. Chapter 42 is called "Stronger Than Blood," and it's Gawain. Gawain is hanging out in Egwin's room, like a little side room. That she's like, yeah, we're gonna bring a bed in here for you because this is where I always think the warders should be. And he's like, the fuck, bed in the side room. Let's just get married. There is, hold on, is this worth it? Yeah, okay. All right, I got 2 that need to be done. All right.
Oh my gosh.
looking at her face and feeling the storm inside. Tasha. Thank you. And one more.
Nice.
Oh. Inside, she was grimacing. Tasha. All right, one more.
Well done.
One more.
Oh my God.
All right,
Holy
one more.
fuck.
No, this is worth it. Gosh, I didn't write these. He was having troubles remaining upright. Tajai.
I feel like we've heard that one before.
I don't know. So yeah, Gawain is hanging out, and he's like, Egwin's like, yeah, it's a good thing you disobeyed me. He's like, well, this is dumb. Let's just get married. And she says, what, without my parents? What are you, stupid? What are you, stupid? You stupid? He's like, yeah, I'm stupid. She's like, what about Elaine? He's like, yeah, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. She's like, yeah, but we should bone. So she's like, yeah, okay, we'll talk. She leaves. He goes and looks at like his dead friends. One of them who like has no head, so he's just looking at like the head. He's like, you did great. Taps the head. I think he goes, good job. And then he sees the dead assassins. There's 3 of them. He looks at them. They each have this terangrial ring on their middle finger, right there. And he says, yoink. He does what
Yoink.
I do in every video game I play, is you try to loot the bodies. And so that's what he did.
Yep.
Looted them bodies.
Loot the body?
Yoinked. And then it jumps to Lan. Lan is riding with his friends. He has his wagons with him. Like, and he's like, no, we're just gonna tell him we're merchants. Don't worry about it. He's passing in the border between Kandor and Airfell. And it was marked by the Silver Wall Keeps, like 2 big, like a door frame between like this big mountain kind of gap. And there's lots of slits in them and stuff. It's sexy. Anyways, he's like, all right, I'm just gonna. It's just me on my warhorse. And then he's like, he hears the. He's like, he turns around. Some old kid, yeah. He's like, can I get your picture? Hey, you still dating Lindsay Lohan? He's like, no.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get your planes and ankles on film?
Do you mind falling off that horse again so I can get a picture of your ass and sell it for $1,000?
The guy's like,
your legs?
but as he's riding, like people see the Hadori and they're like, oh yeah, Taisha Malkier. They're like, yeah, Taisha Malkier. And he's like, yeah, fuck yeah, Taisha. Yeah, you're right. Fucking Taisha Malkier. You're goddamn right.
Huh?
And he's feeling like emboldened by all this shit. They're like, hey, what's the wagons? He's like, I'm just giving it all to Malkier, Taishar, bitches. And they're like, you know what? No tariff for you. Hey, you know what? The Penguins got to pay the tariff. England, London's got to pay their tariff. Canada's got to pay their tariff. But, you know, Malkier, we just talked. You don't got to pay it. You don't got to pay a tariff. This is
You wanna pay
we made a
any
deal.
tariffs to
We made a deal.
Malkier?
You're not going to sell it? No tariff for you. It's just it's simple.
Are you making-
Yeah, man, easy got to be deal with. It's part of the deal.
So the Malkier and like from the Bronx, or what? Where are they from exactly? Are they like from Long Island or where are we talking about?
Hey, listen. Hey,
give him a very specific accent.
I'm sorry, Quesada. You don't hold any cards. You're not holding any cards.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Call me Pope.
Have you even said thank you?
Call me Pope.
Have you even said thank you, Quesadilla?
Hey, you're sitting in our kitchen here.
Oh my god!
And
right?
look what you're wearing.
What am I doing?
We both have ties on, and look what you're wearing.
What are you
Look
wearing?
what you're wearing.
Hey, you know what? I just happen to have a.
All right. Okay.
So, let me just fix that then, okay?
Okay,
Right.
that works.
Hi.
It's a shamrock.
Char.
I don't know how to turn this.
Yeah.
Don't expect
This
that.
is a one big
There
tie
you
shot right
go.
So
Char.
he's like,
there. All right,
hey.
brother Dan. Since you play so loose with the rules in Taishar, chat is playing very loose
Oh,
with the rules in Taishar.
Ryan,
They're just like cutting words and like I don't even know how many sentences in between. No, this is not. We need to come up with a solid rules for how we Taishar. Oh wait, okay, so all right.
The rules are anything goes, Ryan. The rules are fucking anything goes, bro.
Anything goes.
Exactly. The rules
I know.
There are no rules in Taishar.
No holds bar.
Apparently.
But
No holds bar.
I'm trying to manifest like a good show, and you know, you guys fucking it
You
up.
can straight up split
no.
words in half, and it counts.
All right, so yeah, Skeeter, Taishar.
Ryan,
Used
you're
to
the
be-
problem.
I
Oh.
know. When's the intervention? I've been waiting for years. Skeeter, Taishar used to be called drinking obligations. Dan's abbreviated to Taishar. It's basically when we find text that is obviously and not carefully carved out in the most careful way, just like an obvious sexual innuendo that
We all know.
Otherwise
We all
known
know
as
what they're
drinking
saying.
like
obligations.
sexual
But he
Easter
knows what
eggs that
those are.
authors love to throw in. No, I know. I think he might not have heard the name change. Anyway, Skeeter, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see Skeeters. Skeeters.
So
All right, someone-
at the end, like someone's like,
Dan slapped me in the head. Dan slapped me in the head. Wrong side.
oh, really?
Wrong way. Yeah, I'm over.
Am I doing
I'm
it
always over here. Ah, okay, thank you.
I don't know how to do it. I can't quite.
All right.
At the end, someone's like, well, you know what? I didn't know you raised the golden crane. And he's like, well, I didn't. And he's like, well, we're going to still ride with you. All these people are going to ride with it. It's like they earn the right kind of thing. And he's like, he said,
He goes,
our
okay,
ancestors
well, what am I
swore
gonna
an
do?
oath, an oath to protect, to defend. Your wife told us to wait here for you. She said that you might try to pass without greeting us, but we'd recognize your badass horse. It's like Lance driving a Porsche. He's like, I'm just a farmer.
damn the fucking Porsche.
And he's like, you know. And he's like, and so he says, you know what? The golden crane flies for Tarmangaiden. Let any man or woman who wishes to follow join in a fight. He closed his eyes as the call went up. It soon became a cheer, then a roar.
A roar. Okay, yes. God. All right.
Yes.
How'd that hit you guys? A little lump in your throat?
No.
Krista, did you grow an Adam's apple just to have a lump in your throat?
Josh or Krista, did you think that Lan was ever going to accept this, or did you think that he was just going to be stubborn and have all these cats just following him like an army that he never acknowledged, just like
the Pied Piper?
right?
He was
more
clearly,
so.
Like Ryan again, like Forrest Gump, where
he was clearly going to
runs,
accept it
running.
at some point.
I mean,
Well,
he's gonna have
he-
to, but you know.
He had to accept it. Yeah, I don't know.
He's also
isn't- yeah.
pretty sure. He's also pretty sure that Nynaeve holds his bond, but not real. Not. He's not positive. He's like, yeah, I think.
I felt the
Yeah,
change. But,
I think that's my
feeling or
wife.
something, right?
My wife, but I
Mhm.
can't tell.
Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
her?
I hope he never tells.
Is that
her
her, or do I just have to sneeze?
I guess I gotta.
Yeah. Oh,
either-
seasonal allergies.
It's either my wife's got my bond or I really
Right?
gotta pee.
Yeah, something's happening. It could be either one though.
Anything else about Stronger Than Blood?
Mm.
Anything? We got Lan. And we got Gawain. Gawain and Egwin. Yeah,
Let's do it.
Let's move on. Chapter 43 is called Some Tea. You guys want to hear some tea? Because it is hot. This is
It's
Galad. All right, Ryan. God damn it. 2 right off the bat. Chapter 43. Oh.
You're mixing bits.
It's right there. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Galad grunted, kneeling. Tashar. One more. Pushing bodies aside, Galad heard a very faint sound, moaning. Tashar.
All right, now it's my turn.
Ooh, nice.
We got comments from, again, this is chat, not me. Okay. Uber Spearmint. Oh, hey. I wonder. He thought to where they lay. Guards glanced at him as he pulled back the sheet, but nobody forbade him. Ty Shaw. I like that one.
You know what? I'll
That's a
do
good
the
one.
last one of this chapter. There's only one more in this chapter. I'll just do it now. Oh, yeah. Go on it for a moment. Tashar. Oh, there is one more. I'm sorry. No, I didn't say it. One more. Could practically feel the frost coming off the woman. Tashar.
Okay, good.
That's it.
Nope.
Oh, what? Oh, okay. I do one more.
Okay. What a Holocausty. This is one of those questionable ones. It felt. Wait. I'm sorry. Jeez, again. Oh, hey. It felt remarkable. I shall.
No, that's a good one.
Nice,
That's a good one.
nice.
All right. One final one. All right. Alejandra began rolling another. Well, Alejandra began rolling another.
Rolling it.
She was rolling another.
Rolling another.
It was weed. It wasn't sex, but it was weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tashar. There you go.
Nice.
All right.
Shower.
All right. So, Glad's talking to Perrin, and he's digging what Perrin is vibe. He's like, you know what, Perrin is the coolest, weirdest dark friend I've ever met. He's for a dark friend, he's pretty goddamn genuine. Galad is has dropped all pretense. He's like a vegetarian who he's like, well, okay, I'm gonna try this. Now he's like, yeah, heal me. Fuck it. I don't
Heal
care.
me.
I'll heal my men too. They're better for it. And people are like, no, I don't want rennet, or what is it, Ryan? That stuff they put in cheese that makes it non.
Rennet.
I don't want
Yeah.
rennet. And Galad's like, give it to them. They need it. Protein. So yeah, he's pretty much just like, yeah, I kind of dig this guy, Perrin. He's cool. Perrin here, so they're going like just walking the battlefield. Perrin hears some
Pretty cool.
dude buried under Trolloc bodies. And the guy's like,
With
"Oh,
his magical
no,
ears.
how'd you hear me?" He's like, "I got good ears." We do hear that most of the children have refused healing. Galad said, "Don't heal them unless they give consent, or unless I give their consent." Yeah,
Dan, can you give us an RFK refusing healing? Okay, all right. Brother Dan, you're gravely wounded. Can I heal you, please?
No, what was the size sample of the test that was done? If it's not at least 100,000 people, then I don't really trust the efficacy nor the safety.
Oh God.
That's every white cloak. I love it.
That's every way cloak, yeah.
It says Galad frowned. You're an oddly compelling man, Perrin Ibarra, and then right after that, Perrin kind of says, "Hey, I know what it's like to be caught up in the needs of a Taveran. Light, but I do. You ever wonder why we ended up here in the same place?" He's like, "Well, because my men assume that because of the light that placed you here." And he's like, "Nah, man. The truth is, Galad, I apparently needed you, and that's why you ended up here." This is wisdom. This is I assume Rand has this Taveran wisdom as well, this self-awareness. Does Matt have this awareness?
Really hard to tell.
Yeah. I feel like it's been
Yes,
so long since
I think so.
seen that, but he did get more insightful those last chapters that we saw him in. I believe.
This is amazingly self-aware, saying, "Yeah, I don't get it either, but Taveran shit, right? Welcome to Taveran shit."
Yeah.
But they do give each other oaths. He's like, "You got my oath that I'm not gonna send you off into crazy shit, but you gotta swear to me that I'll be the commander. Otherwise, Rand is gonna have a shit fit." And he's like, "Yeah, all right, sounds good. Done." They spit on each other's dicks and shake hands.
Oh my
All right, Dan.
God.
Dan. No loogies. No. Oh, you hawk to it.
No, you gotta spit on that
you
shit.
Fucking straight loogie though.
I hawk to it. I don't know what else.
Talk to it. Talking to me.
Sure. So then we get Alejandra. Alejandra's point of view. She is hanging out with Fayoum Barrelane. Barrelane is like, "Oh, there's my super smoking hot crush." And super smoking hot crush is like, "Hey, do you want tea?" And she's like, "I already got tea." He's like, "Oh, that's crazy. You already got tea. How about I just drinks? Can I drink? Can I drink?" They're like, "Oh, ha 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 ha." Leaves. Perrin comes up, talks to Fael. She's like, "Oh, third wheel. I'm gonna go." Boom.
Boom.
And that's pretty much it. Alejandra just kind of sees them and leaves. What did I miss in this chapter? Oh, help me out, guys. I feel like I'm just talking here.
With Fael and
or Galad and Perrin. I don't know. If not, we
I don't
can
know.
just
I
move on.
I was bitching to Ryan earlier about Fael and Perrin, just like in general, you know, like this is. I think Perrin like decides to he's like something crosses his mind where he's like, "Oh well, we're definitely gonna be flying my flag." Like I hope she doesn't think like we're gonna be like sharing that. And I'm like, of all things that you're gonna focus on, like that's what you're focused on. Like it's just so bizarre. His
Well, it's such a
his
turn, but
internal-
you gotta. I think you have to think about it in the context of how he was so against the flags for so long.
Mhm.
And now the one flag that the dude hand stitched brought them this glorious victory, essentially. And so he's come into being as a leader. He's come into belief
Yeah.
as a leader. And now
I
he
hear
sees
you.
the value of it as
He
opposed
was
to seeing
against
it
the
as something he was
flags,
being
right?
forced into. So I don't know. I guess I'm
Yeah.
a little more
No, I know. I hear
sympathetic.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you
yeah,
are
there's-
for sure. Like he's really annoying to me, and like everything that goes through his mind, like that we're reading, I'm just like, oh, ouch, god damn it, Perrin. Like he at one point said like women, I'll just never make sense of them, and bleh, like stop it.
Well,
Yeah,
and
we're
this,
still doing
Exhausting to
that.
hear that shit, you know.
right.
Anyways, so
And in this next chapter, he is kind of insufferable as well when they get married. He's like, I don't know, fuck it. It's done.
yeah,
Go.
Yeah, man and wife.
yeah.
Off with you.
Yeah, yeah. She's all insensitive. Is that in the next one? Yeah.
No, no.
Okay. I mean,
Defend
you all know,
Josh.
I'm a Perrin lover,
Uh-huh.
but I think that he's the only actual human character in the entire book. Like
That's
all
a
of
great
these
point.
things are faults of a real human. Like this is
Yeah.
how a real human would behave, as opposed to like Rand or Matt or like
Well,
anyone
the more
else
introverted
who are these like
humans.
no, not just introverted, but like being sort of dense and like making mistakes. Like he's not a superhero. He's a hardened. He's a man who's been through a lot. He's a simple blacksmith who's been forced into a position of leadership and has accepted it, but still shows his failings and faults. And I think that makes him human.
Yeah, there's no pretense with Perrin.
There's
I
not.
ask this in all sincerity.
That's for sure.
Would we think that, like, as we're reading, could we read Perrin as being on the spectrum?
Maybe
Probably,
some Asperger's. Like I would.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish that was still in the DSM, but so it feels So maybe.
What you
Yeah,
Wolf,
I think
Wolf
so.
Brother used to be on the DSM?
Yeah.
Asperger's? Huh? What?
Wolf Brother used to be in the DSM? Is that
Oh,
like
God.
DSM 1?
Wolf Brother was the yeah.
Yeah.
Because he is more thoughtful. He is careful in his actions. In the beginning, like in the Two Rivers, he might be like, I mean, and as we consider his like development and growth, him being forced into this, this could be very, very, very difficult for him, to grasp if we are reading him through a lens of some neurodivergence, I think.
Oh yeah,
Right.
no, for sure. No, that makes sense. Yeah, like I don't know, but I don't know though. His inner dialogue is just like, oh dear God, I don't know.
No.
That doesn't track for me. Like hearing the way that he thinks though doesn't feel like he's neurodivergent. It feels like he's just focusing on the wrong shit. Like, and doesn't seem to see the bigger picture, in my opinion. But I know that there's
When he does something,
a lot of love for
focuses.
Perrin out there.
He does focus with 110%. When he's in the forge, he's thinking of nothing else. He's just, no, hey, Perrin, no, I'm just working this fucking thing. I can't. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't know.
Pounding
I think
iron.
there's certain.
You read that as like some hyper focus.
I just wonder
That's fair.
if we could read
Okay.
it through that lens in some way. And again, I'm not talking shit. I'm just wondering through certain characteristics.
No, I know. Like, yeah, it might make me more empathetic towards him if I could see him that way, but I don't.
See?
I don't though. I'll try.
Let's jump to chapter 44. It's called A Backhanded Request. It has the blacksmith Rubik's Cube.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Morgase's POV. And she is in an interesting spot here. Everyone knows she used to be queen. The cat is out of the bag, and the bag is in the river.
Yeah.
And it says here, quote, everyone had their place except for Morgase. She said she learned a lot as a servant, but quote, that life was not hers. It was time to be done pretending. She's like, well, and Basil Gill's like, yeah, we got to go back to Camelin, right? You gotta, your daughter's there.
Yeah.
Talonvor shows up. Talonvor's like, hello, my lady. You are, my lady. You fucking, yes. You have a crumpet and tea, my lady. She's like, what's up with this? And he's like, well, I don't know where I'm at right now. This is stupid. He goes to leave and he turns around and he's like, listen, Morgase, I'm dumb. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this. But I kind of like you. And she's like, yeah, I kind of like you. Smooch. Lick. She's like, Lenny's like, hey, why don't you just lick his throat? She's like, I will.
I love Lenny in this moment, though. Like, Lenny is the best. I was like, yes!
She's like,
no, you're not leaving tomorrow. You're just gonna leave tomorrow. Tonight we're celebrating. We're gonna party. Let's go get married and party, bitches. So cute.
She's like, someone get Perrin, marry these two horn dogs.
Yeah.
And Morgase is like, you didn't even ask. And he's like, well, Morgase, you want to be my wife? She's like, yes. Oh, God. Perrin's like, oh, okay. He's checking out a bubble of evil thing that happened. A big stand of trees not only died but turned like so dry as if they had been dead for like forever. They're dusty. They were fine. What was it? It was oaks.
Dusty.
Dusty oaks.
Oak, ash, elm, and hickory trees dying overnight was hard. Dying overnight was bad enough, but dying then drying out as the dead for years. The fuck. Red, real fast.
The fuck?
The fuck.
Let me see. This is the only one I have this chapter, I think.
Oh, good prop art. Push it back up. Cheater.
No, they're too tight. I can't fucking. All right.
Okay.
God damn it! No, my book fell. All right. Continued to pound. Hopefully, he wasn't working nailed and the others too hard. Shy. So they've been making power wrought weapons there. He has like all the forges building, just making shit, Niald and so on. They don't know exactly what he did back in the day when he made the hammer, and it's so none of these things are like sizzling trollocs or anything. But it says, quote, Niald had figured out how to make blades that wouldn't dull or break. The more he practiced, the sharper edges he was able to create. Ooh. Which is pretty rad. I mean, creating weapons that don't dull or break is
a big step up.
That's magic, man. Yeah.
I want to set a business.
And Dan, as Josh's shirt says, magic is real.
Magic is real.
Magic is real.
What's under that?
Madrid.
Oh.
Madrid.
His nips?
Madrid.
What's under your shirt?
Obey.
What I was asking.
Perrin talks to Fael about the difference between a hawk and a falcon. Any cool things about that?
I love this.
That
Okay.
was cool. That was.
I
cool.
love that it ties back finally to that vision that he had from so long ago.
Oh,
The vision that Rand had. I forget who had it, but I think it was
Right.
Rand had a vision of Perrin with the hawk and the falcon on each shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Who was it? Chat Rand? Was it Min? I'm gonna say Min.
He gives a Spectre me answer
Yeah.
here, guys.
Probably.
She says, "Do you know the difference between a hawk and a falcon, Perrin?" He's all size mostly, wing shape
Yeah.
too.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
okay.
Size mostly, wing
Size
shape
mostly,
too. The
true.
falcon has a
Nice.
more
Yeah.
arrow-like look to it.
I believe this is Kermit the Frog answering here. Hi-ho.
That's hilarious, Dan.
Then Morgase shows up. She's like, "Hey, will you marry us?" And he's like, "Huh? Okay. Let's go." He says, "I only know the Two Rivers way, but if you want to do it that way, we can do it."
Yeah, Tasha.
She said, "I think simple oaths will be suffice," and their oaths are beautiful.
They are.
more
They're
or
really
less-
well done.
It more or less ends with, "I swear that I love you, and before the light, I swear not to leave you. I swear to cherish you forever and have you as my husband." And he says the same thing, but he also says, he says, "One of the Forsaken couldn't break you. The most terrible of tyrants couldn't break you. The Shido couldn't break you." He says, "I swear to cherish you forever and have you as my wife. I swear it, Morgase, though part of me fails to believe that this could even really be happening." Parents like, "Well, so be it then. You're married. Off with you then. Bye." They're like, "Okay." And Fael's like, "Well, we need some alcohol. We
Yeah.
need some party bitches.
All right,
I
Dan.
have a playlist. I'm gonna totally do this. We got what? Right.
Commodore. I'm sorry. I have to take note. That was a great. It was all great. He was doing like he was scoring a 10 by the judges, but he didn't stick the landing. That was the most like alpha male.
Oh, you baited it at the end, right?
I can't even believe this is happening to me.
You are so you're so pretty. Gosh, why do you want an oaf like me? She's like, "I like you because you're an oaf." He's
Oh.
like,
Big
Oh.
"That's
And you're so
strangely
strong.
insulting." So parents walking away, and he's like,
It's called Cluckold.
and he feels it. He feels something hit his head. He's like, "What the fuck? Huh? Must have imagined it. Huh? Okay, walk. Punk. So what the fuck?" He looks down as an acorn. He looks back up. Punk. An acorn hits him in the head.
Yeah, this is like one of those videos when people go to, like to the ghetto and start like fucking with gangsters and get them to fight them. And then they're like, "It's just a joke. It's just yeah."
They just throw
because
acorns.
yeah, because like
I think
literally
you're
like
imagining gangsters as like 1950s newsies, like
No,
who,
no,
like,
I'm
throwing acorns at each other's heads, and then like, oh.
okay, yeah.
No, not
And
newsies.
they
West Side
They
Story,
pull out the
like,
big
where they're,
gun
like,
with the big
dance battling.
round. Yeah.
Gall jumps
No.
out. And's like, "You got punked, bro!" Ah!
Yeah. No, I mean he's this man's carrying a warhammer, and like he's like, "Oh, maybe it's an attack." He gets all ready. That's what they do in those videos. Anyways,
Yeah.
It's a good thing he didn't overreact because it's our friend Matt.
This was so weird.
Did you see this coming at all?
No, this was
No.
so weird. Also, he just hands him a badger and is like, "Oh, some assassins are totally after you. Take care." Okay, I
Hmm.
gotta go. Like it was really bizarre.
Hey, remember when we were like 13 and we did stupid animal cruelty jokes? I'm back, baby.
Yeah,
Parents like,
nothing's
I don't.
changed.
He's like, I don't really
Here's a
catch
badger for you.
badgers anymore. You weirdo. I'm married,
Super
bro.
weird.
Yeah, get on your big wheel and
I
drive
threw up
home.
like 5 minutes ago, so this is a little juvenile for me now.
Yeah. I caught a badger. Want to let it go on the village green? My parents like,
Well, okay, but hang on. I love that. It was the callback to that,
Yeah.
the name of the pub, Easing the Badger, right?
Yeah. No, you caught that. Yeah, I knew you would, Josh.
well, not only was there easing the badger, but this was in at the winter night celebration. Matt, the first time we meet Matt, he wants to let a badger he had just caught out on the village green.
Out on the village green, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It is weird that he has an actual badger in a bag.
In a bag.
He went full on out with that callback.
Yeah.
Funny.
Okay, so I'm glad you all agree. And then he just like scurries away like a leprechaun.
He's like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
hey, meet me at the happy
Super
thong.
weird.
The happy thong?
The happy throng.
Oh, okay.
Thong. Happy thong.
Thong. The happy thong works, I think.
Ryan, I
It's
like
just
when you
probably
throng
two
the
very
bass.
different places.
Hey,
Sure,
that's so
yeah.
funny. We thought Soundscape of Time was complimenting the music, and he's just talking about that bass in the
Just
background.
talking about this.
Uh,
Nice
You're
bass.
like, Ryan, you hear that? He likes the bass.
fuck,
he likes
he
the
likes
bass,
the
Ryan.
that's so funny.
Perrin feels a rightness with Matt around. He also does not get the color swirls.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I mean, how far does he have to be before they come back?
I don't know. Maybe just not looking at him. Maybe if he closed his eyes, he'd see them again.
Yeah.
No, because
Oh no, because they're
they
like
come
visual.
they
right?
come unbeholden. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if he turns around.
Do you think
the other
the further away
And
someone
to the
is,
left.
the bigger and brighter the colors are? And so
Maybe.
when they're closer, like they become a little duller, and then suddenly you just don't see them anymore. And then you're like, oh, there's Matt.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sure, maybe.
Maybe.
This whole
What
color
do-
thing.
Ryan, what do you think?
I don't know what the colors
Well, hey,
represent.
look
like,
look
what
over
are
here
the colors?
first.
What are the colors exactly?
Yeah.
You know, like that's what I don't understand. The hell is it?
I don't know.
Just like an essence of the person, like because they're all so connected. or
Yeah, I
something?
mean, I don't know. Swirling colors. I don't know if anyone's fucking ever figured that out.
Right.
Oh.
But it is notable that they were not there.
Fucking
So
right.
I mean, it seemed like if you
never
were to
know.
somehow visualize it, like it's like a reverse radar in a way. Like the closer you get, the less it is because the thing that it's like responding to is right there, almost like a reverse.
Well, he's not
magnet
thinking.
effect.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's just that he's not thinking of him. He's actually experiencing him in the world.
Well, no, it
So
says
there's no
here.
reason, right?
It says here, no colors fortunately spun in Perrin's eyes now that they were near one another.
Yeah, because he's
Right,
saying
because
he's
they're
just
near one
experiencing-
another. I'm saying he's experiencing him instead of thinking about him abstractly.
So if he like
Mhm.
did like a mind trick and just like right now I'm thinking about Dan.
Ryan,
Even though he's
am I
right here.
naked?
No.
Were you thinking of me truly?
Yeah, no. At the pants store is where we were at.
Was
No,
I
but,
easing
like-
badgers?
So I know.
Then he
I
was
haven't-
naked.
Could he have make the colors happen if he just kind of shifted his mindset? Is my question.
Hmm. Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. It seems to indicate no because of the like closeness and range type thing, but we don't really understand, I guess, what the colors are, so it's like impossible to really know that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I agree. I'm following Chris's KSI's camp on that one.
Yeah.
It's proximal.
It's proximal.
Conference call.
It seems to be.
Tavarin Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
And now they're in the same office, so they don't
There you go.
trigger.
Yeah, the face filter is off.
Yeah, exactly.
No blurred background.
Was there anything else in this chapter 44 that I didn't talk about?
No, literally all my notes say is like Matt catches a badger for Perrin? Question mark?
What the hell?
What the hell, indeed. So yeah,
You imagine
okay, so
parents like, you're embarrassing me. I have 75,000 people here. You're embarrassing me.
Well, think about it this way. If the colors are the Tavarin pull, or a byproduct of the Tavarin pull, then being in proximity to one another would make it not happen, right?
Yeah.
There's no need to pull two of them together when they're in person, right?
I think that makes a lot of sense, and it tracks with like everything else that we've like experienced so far. I think of the colors too. So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Tavarin pull. I buy that.
for me,
Sold.
for me, real quick, this little segment felt like a huge missed opportunity. These are old dear friends who have not seen each other for a very long time.
Yeah, Matt like scampers off like a little fucking like a rat.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I
Or a
felt like
fox.
so.
Like a fox.
The Happy
So
Thought
much more.
sounds like a
anything.
strip bar. It's the Andor strip bar, right? In Camelin. The Happy Thought.
Yeah.
If you go on Tuesdays, it's $5 a dance.
$3.
Yeah, this
$3
was a
drinks.
missed opportunity. Like these are old friends, and they're like, it's the first time that we see them together in so long, and like I don't think Matt even asks him like how he's doing or, you know.
Nope.
There's like
Girls
no,
18 up, free
there's
men
no
37
friendly
under. $50.
exchange.
It's a good question, Breaker. What the hell was Matt going to do with that badger? Was it just for
I
the
love
bit?
it.
It's all for the bit. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't want to know.
I kind of
think you wanna
respect
know.
that. I kind of respect that. He's like, hey, bro, I got an actual badger. Isn't that funny? Parents
All right,
like, that's not funny.
That makes a lot of sense, Stovey. That makes
Yep.
a lot of sense.
What do you
I
mean?
miss Matt.
What
I
do you
miss
mean?
Matt.
He taught at Brigham Young University.
He did missionary work in Puerto Rico.
Oh my god.
All right, chapter 45. Let's move on. We got 2 more chapters. Got a few more Taishars here, guys.
All right.
If you haven't hit like or subscribe or any of that stuff, do it now, you buttholes. Thank you.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck are you
You
doing?
butthole. you crusty butthole. All right.
Oh.
Right.
You doing a butthole Taishar?
I'm doing a butthole.
I certainly hope not.
Yeah. My butthole Taishar. Like honey consumed by a warm tea. Taishar. It's my butthole.
You look. Oh,
Okay.
All right, you want another one?
yes, please.
All right, my butthole. Quote. Is all thrown open to let up. Wait. Sorry. All thrown open to let in the sun. Tashar. My butthole.
Signed, my butthole.
Uh,
All right. Yeah. Don't
Your
don't
butthole.
forget to hit that like button.
Only if you aren't being chased away right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
my butthole, quote, lies to resist her ass. Tashar.
Her ass. Okay.
Lies to resist.
Your butthole says that Okay.
But
Okay.
my
Where
butthole
are
is
we?
dishonest, and it lies to resist her ass.
All right, Casey, tonight, what chapter are we just starting right now?
I don't
45.
even know. 40.
Oh, say, read it.
Oh, 45.
All right, there we go.
Johnny
I
Five
like
is
this.
alive.
This works for me.
All right, this is Elaine. Elaine wakes up. She's all Egwin. Oh, apparently she got ascending. She can't use the dream train girl. She can't channel the pregos. You know, the babes, they're fucking her up. She's milk producing. She's lactating. She's all this stuff. She can't channel. But Egwin sent her a message, more or less saying,
We saw that.
Your brother's return
Busted.
was timely.
Busted. Josh got a smooch live.
It
It was so steamy we got demonetized.
Really?
We got demonetized for that.
Yeah. I almost asked for a hand check.
Is magic real?
Magic is real.
She gets confirmation that she has more than one child. Babes? Yes, babes. There are heartbeats.
Okay. I love Melfane. She's a woman of science and didn't believe that there were actually two until she heard it for herself. And I liked that. I was like, yes, finally. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. And she, as far as midwifery and obstetricianist stuff goes, she's giving sound advice. Hey, don't overexert yourself. Stay away from stress. Take care of your in utero children as best as you can. Eat
And
well.
you definitely need more sun. Let's just use some vitamin
No,
D.
yeah. Sun, throw some sun in. Don't drink alcohol. Stop smoking cigarettes. I know Elaine probably smokes cloves because she's that type of bougie bitch.
Hand over all your vapes. It's
No more vape.
not happening. Your vapes
Her
and your hookahs now.
what she's being asked to do is sounds ideal. She just had it says part of Elaine's treatment lately has been to sit in her bed with the covers drawn back, letting the spring sunlight bake her skin. She's like, man, that sounds gorgeous. That sounds glorious. Just lay back in the late morning, early afternoon, that sun just hitting you like a cat. You don't have blankets because it's nice and spring out. You're every time your boyfriend comes around, like the sun comes out. Rad.
That's true.
She's like, Melfane, they're kicking. Do you want to feel? Melfane's like, stupid bitch, I can't feel them yet.
Yeah.
You
They're
dummy.
not strong enough. You can
don't
feel
want
them.
to-
I won't be able to.
What is this, you 17-year-old? Is this your first pregnancy? You dummy. I can't feel that.
Honestly.
There.
Pregnant woman making a big deal out of everything.
Let's talk about. So there is some rumors going on about Elaine's decision to just kind of take over Kyrian. They're like, you know what? The Kyrians kind of don't like this shit at all. They think that they're going to be subservient
Submissive.
to the Andorrans. They think that they will not have the respect because they would be the second kingdom. They wouldn't be their own primary thing. They wouldn't even be like the primary. They would be like the third in a throuple who like comes over every Tuesday and Sunday, you know, but doesn't get to like stay. That's
You look
Kyrian.
at you with all the details
That's
of the
Kyrian.
schedules.
That's Kyrian.
It's almost like you have it written down.
That's totally how it is. And they're, I mean, to a certain degree, they're rightfully kind of concerned. They're like, who the fuck is you, lady? And they're like, well, yeah, Randall Thor comes. He's an emperor. It's like Julius Caesar coming and taking over. But if he's like oh, and here's my girlfriend. She's going to take over. No, it doesn't have the same ring to it. Ask Bill Belichick, right, Ryan?
About what?
About trying to put your girlfriend in a position of power where she might not have earned it or being respected.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Or all of Trump's children. Yes.
Elaine sees Galad. She's like, Galad. They come in. Brigitte brings in like two like huddled people. They're all like, like James Brown before he like rips off his cloak and continues to do the encore. They're like, no, James, you gotta go. You gotta go. He's like, no. That's what they were doing with Morghese and Galad. They bring him in, all huddled in. They're like, surprise, bitches! I'm the masked singer. Galad, she's like, Galad, what you been doing? He's like, I've been seeking truth. She's like, of course you have, you weirdo.
Of course you have.
Don't change, Galad. Don't ever change. You weirdo. And then she sees her mom. She's like, what? My mom's alive? Hold on.
So this reaction, though, felt so much more authentic to, like, what I expected kind of everybody else, how I expected everybody else to react to, like, learning that Morghese is alive. Like, Elaine was, like, really actually, genuinely shocked. Like, comparatively. So, anyway, that was nice.
And I had to like just keep it together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Morghese goes out of her way to show deference. She's like, oh, Your Grace, it's so nice to finally meet you.
Yeah.
She's like, Elaine's like, well, no, please sit with your queen. But they talk about the whole issue of her being alive. She has renounced her throne. She says that she has done it. But she starts to detail her stories with the White Cloaks, with all that, with Perrin. She tells Elaine, I think, the whole thing. And then they're like, yeah, we need to just. They do acknowledge that she is a little problematic showing up here, though. She did not leave on good terms with some of the houses. And everyone thought she was dead, but she was not. And so they have to publicly decree that she is abdicated. This is not her chair anymore. I don't want that chair. No, I want my daughter to have it, of course. But it has to be official. And a lot of people have just like assumed she was dead for, I don't know, a couple of years, probably. At least. Elaine's like, I want to talk to my mom by myself. Hey, Gawain, why don't you bone out? We'll have an early dinner. He's like, of course, my lady. And leaves. And yeah, they kind of address that a bit more. They're like, you were problematic. She's like, I will apologize. I'll make reparations. Elaine's like, okay, yeah, you'll be part of my cabinet, but then I'll just send you off to some important mission. So you're, like, I don't know, some important person.
Maybe you work with Rand or something. I don't know.
She's like, or maybe you can just like be in charge of like the western part of the realm.
Oh, Perrin, right?
Yeah, and she's like, oh, the Two Rivers, and she's like, yeah. What about this Perrin guy? And they're like, well, I don't know. He's cool, but if you try to mess with him, he'll kick your ass. Great. What it says, quote, he is an honest man and honorable as well, but also a rebel despite his good intentions. Elaine thinks, I'd rather avoid it. The easiest way to deal with it would to find him and execute him. But of course she wasn't going to do that. Has she done this in the past during her realm? Has she found traitors who she's just captured and executed?
I think she tells us that she did, right?
So is she holding off because of nepotism because it would get Rand mad? But she's cold-hearted enough to just go ahead and just kill people.
Oh, wait, I'm
right?
sorry. Are we talking about Morgase or are we talking about Elaine?
We're talking about Elaine.
Oh, Elaine hasn't done it, but we know Morgase has. I'm sorry.
Off with his head.
I was confused as well. But
It jumps to an Avienda POV. She is about to enter Ridian. So she is spending the night looking at the city and contemplating, she says. I have 2 Taishars, Ryan. You know the 2? Yeah, 2. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Before Rand had come, he'd bro. Taishar.
what?
Before Rand
No.
had come, he'd bro. All right, next one.
No, I think
No,
you
no, come on, bring it back.
Okay.
Bring me
All
back.
right. Jesus.
Bring me back.
Oh, so close to the balls.
I'm on a
You can almost see
water
him.
bed. She could still feel them throbbing, her boo. Tasha.
What? Why would you add her boo?
She could feel them throbbing, her boo.
No, no.
Feel them throbbing? It's...
Balls.
Jeez. That was like the
Ryan, balls. She can feel them. If it is her boo. If it's her
you
boo's
just
balls.
like that was worse than Talonvor's last line of his nuptials.
All right. Avienda's checking out Ridian. She's like, so we learned that Ridian looks way different. There is no mist.
No fog. Mhm.
There's a big ass lake, and the fountains are all just blasting shit. Like I'm picturing like Ryan when they would tap oil in Texas, like in the 1700s, and it just like suddenly just started exploding oil. That's what I think is happening with these fountains. They're just like still exploding water that's just coming from, I don't know, aquifers way down. below. I'm not sure.
And just like going everywhere, or
Yeah, the fountains are there to direct the flow.
okay.
But yeah, I think that they were just shooting way up though, like
just
geysers.
gigantic fountains. Yeah.
Yeah. She could see him from way back there. Like way back there.
Wait.
Okay.
She says that Ridian will always be a place of peace, but she is questioning what Nakomi had talked about. She's like, that weird old Aiel lady is said to question why they would even come back to the Threefold Lands if it was there for Toe's being met. They don't have to do
Toe's
this.
been met.
And so if that's the case, then what is the future of Ruidian? Is Ruidian then going to become obsolete as well because we don't give a shit about our past because our past is now being rectified by our present? It's an interesting conundrum. She's like, well, fuck it. I'm still going to go. I don't care. And she's like, yeah, I'll be there in the morning. And mostly because she's curious, not because she feels like she has to anymore. It seems. She says, I will go on, she decided, pass through the glass columns. Perhaps her worries were true and the passage was now far less meaningful, but she was genuinely curious to see what the others had seen. Besides, knowing one's past was important in order to understand the future. So. There's one more chapter left. Is there anything in these chapters that we've talked about?
Check the notes.
Check the
I don't think
notes.
so.
Check.
I'm being fast because Ryan has a heart out. Heart out.
Mhm.
Heart out.
Tired out. I did think it was just interesting, like how they talked about how the land was broken in three, or how Rand broke it in three ways, and it's called the
Mhm.
threefold land. I was like,
Yeah, I like that too.
it was
Yeah.
threefold.
Yeah.
Threefold breaking.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It said he had taken away the mist. He had where's
Brought
oh
it
shit.
water. I
Yeah,
forget what the other one is.
the
Made the
water
lake.
and the Aiel.
Mm.
It was straight to accept change when it could not be avoided. I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a
it
lot
was-
of
it was interesting.
ejaculation jokes, Dan, about the water ejaculating. Chat is a bunch of dirty
our chat is wonderful.
Yeah.
Our
highlights.
last chapter is chapter
Either
46.
that
It's
or
called
squirting.
Working Leather. And it's Androl. Androl. I think we've met Androl before.
Okay, I don't. Kay, how did you feel about this chapter when you got to it?
Like it was out of nowhere.
Did it draw you in, or were you like, oh, fuck this fucking chapter?
Good question.
Yeah. Well, I was confused. I mean, I was I was confused enough to listen to it twice.
Okay.
Because I was like, I feel like I'm not getting something. Like I'm supposed to understand something else is happening. But anyways, so. But I guess it was just like really a recap on the shit that we already knew about the Black Tower, and like just a little bit of a different POV. So it was all right, but it was kind of just recap mostly. There were a couple of things that I wrote down though. How'd you feel about it?
It took me like I got to this chapter and I was like, I started reading it and I put the book down. I picked it up and I tried to read it the next day and I like put the book down.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was not good.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
And then eventually I did read it on the third or fourth try. I was like, okay, it wasn't terrible, but it just felt like we were back reading Robert Jordan.
Yeah.
We're in this flow of like things happening, and then it's just like
it was out of nowhere. And
record off the needle off the record player.
Sure.
We're meeting new people in here, which I'm not sure how many more new people we actually need to meet.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy to meet Androl finally, to know who Androl the Bard is named after. It makes me feel like there was a spoiler in his name, and that insofar as it's going to be more important, they're going to be more important of a character than it appears to be when they're 12 chapters from the end of the last second of the last book that we meet them. Which did bring me back to that question of like, oh, is Androl the one bringing them through the gateway kind of thing?
Yeah.
I am glad that we got to see what's going on at the Black Tower, because I had been wondering, like,
yeah, you like,
it's been, I think 2 shows ago or last show I brought it up. I was like, what the fuck is going on over there? Like, why have we not heard anything about any of this since that one scene where everyone in all the Ashaman laughed at the Aes Sedai, you know, like,
yeah.
So I felt like this is way back in time too. Like we're like, in the timeline wise, we're like back before the beginning of the book when this is happening, maybe even. So that felt a little awkward.
Yeah, it feels misplaced for sure.
I mean, I guess we know the taint has been cleansed, but maybe had just been cleansed, which happened at the end of the last book or the end of this 2 books ago.
Right.
This could have been like a prologue chapter.
Yeah,
right. It could have been. Yeah,
for reals. Like just wedging it after all this action. We just had an amazing battle scene. Fucking Perrin charging down a hill on a horse with his new warhammer, just laying waste. Like all of this was so dramatic, and then it's like, what? There's like bickering and bullying
Turn
and
to the left.
infighting and
Hard left over to the
We have
left
we have
part.
someone using teeny little gateways to cut leather. The 1-inch gateways. Ryan, I got a couple. All right.
I do love that he uses little mini gateways to slice the leather.
Right. Right.
Pretty cool.
Right. Speaking of Ryan's heart out. Thick wooden rod about 2 inches across. Tasha.
you think
I got
I'm
another
just I'm
Oh, I
only
have
2
one
inches,
for
Dan? Is that what
this
you saying?
Yeah.
2 inches across. Logain was a hard man, bro.
I don't think this.
Tyshawn.
Fuck. No.
Okay.
Come on, man.
No.
Bro.
Bro, you're breaking up words.
Bro.
I got a couple.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually wrote them down, so you're welcome. Clench to cheek. Wait, I have one more. Okay. Andrel would guess the shafts were less than 2 hand spans apart. Sure.
Nice.
The shafts were 2 hand spans apart.
Ryan, pop me back. No, yeah. Yeah. Like the sound of a whip being cracked, each man has his own reasons for coming.
Okay.
Tashai.
Okay, that's great. Yay!
Well done.
Wait,
Jesus.
you say it as if Logain was a hard man, bro. Is not good. Come on.
Bro.
I don't like it. Oh, Logain was a hard man, bro. It's a good dude. That's one of my favorites.
So which means that you're, I guess, if you call like your male lover a bro, then the context might be working because you're adding a third, like a whole nother dimension when you bring in bro. Like you're talking to someone about Logain being a hard man.
Ryan, ask me if
so like
Ryan, ask me if Logain had an erection.
Fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask me.
No, that's me protesting. Move on.
Logain was a hard man, bro. All right, Andrel. Andrel is making leather stuff. He's working on leather stuff. I'm not sure the first thing he's doing. He's like stamping shit onto. He's making these things. I think he's making the arm bracer, maybe the arm guard. He also made some stirrup straps. He's making just dumb stuff. Nothing fun. Nothing like Perrin. He's no Perrin.
Like the shit you don't buy when you go to the vendor in a game, like Elden Ring, you find that guy sitting on a tarp with his horse. Like you don't buy that shit.
Oh, I have stirrup straps. You're like, nah. Give me the magic shit. Yeah, but apparently Andrel's incredible talent with gateways had earned him the title of dedicated. But he is a wimpy little pencil neck in holding the power. Is this how you understood things to be, you guys? Where like
is that like a aphorism for nerd?
What?
Skinny
What
little
is-
pencil
Is
neck?
pencil neck an aphorism for nerd?
Yeah, you never heard
Skinny
of
little
pencil
pencil neck?
neck? Little pencil neck.
Okay.
Not like Ryan in that shirt.
Oh no, yeah, I'm all neck.
I got a pencil neck.
Where's your pocket protector? Nerd.
Man.
Logan was a hard man, bro. But
Okay.
is this so? I guess let's talk a tiny bit about Andrel. So he can make gateways really well, but he can't actually channel really well. How is it? Is it just like it's like a little savant thing, like him being able to draw really good circles?
No, it's like he has like channeling ED, where like he can only make tiny little gateways. He's
So
doomed to make like Oreo cookie sized gateways for the rest of his life.
And
Little baby gateways.
he puts that Oreo cookie, like a real Oreo cookie, down here, and then ants start coming, and then he does a gateway in between them, and then the ants, they're like, "Where'd my cookie go? Why am I in here?"
Why am I in
So the White Tower or the Black Tower is becoming quite the city. It is a planned community with big white streets. They're making a big ass tower on their own.
An $308 HOA.
Yeah, they have a clubhouse everyone can use. There is a tennis court and a pool. If you have to, they ask that you shower before you go into the pool, though, to wash off your own shit. They have clusters of 2-storied buildings with peaked thatched roofs. Guys, thatch is still the way. And yeah,
Is Sen Booing learning the channel?
You need.
He made it to the Black Tower. We don't know. We haven't heard from him in a while. He could be the Black
You know
Tower.
what? They do take old people.
Yep.
All ages.
So apparently Logain's been gone for a while. They've been missing him for weeks. He like bolted in the middle of the night, and they don't know what's up with him, but people are still loyal to him. The Black Tower is split between Tame and Logain, even though Logain hasn't been around. Even when they're doing chores, there's Tame side and Logain side. The Tame side are all reckless. They're blowing shit up. They're all, yeah!
Yeah.
Blow up these rocks! Yahoo!
No, and like none of them can decide who's going to be in charge. Like during this little absence, like this moment of absence, like who the fuck is going to run shit? And they like are going back and forth and around with each other. Like pussies, just decide.
This had such a like
yeah. Be in charge. You do it.
This had
you're
an
probably
80s.
because, sorry,
This
go.
was the whole. Oh, I'll stop.
Go.
This is the whole like. This was like an 80s, frat drama. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the cool frat, they're all mean. They party hard. They're reckless, and then there's like the not cool frat.
Is it Revenge of the Nerds?
Yes, I guess basically it's Revenge of the Nerds. Exactly. I didn't want to go there because we already brought up nerds a lot, but yeah, it's Revenge of the Nerds. Who's Booger?
I think Booger's Matt. I think Booger's Matt, who cheats during cards when the foreign exchange student was trying to learn poker, and he's like, "No, you got too many kings here." Yeah, no, he's a cheater. We meet a new dude. Well, a couple new dudes. There's Jonathan, our good friend Jonathan. We talked to him before. He's from the Two Rivers. He's a sturdy cat. Jonathan Daltrey. He's the most skilled soldier amongst the Two River lads.
Yeah, it turns out it's like his neighbor down the street. He's known for like 30 years. He got in the book.
Right. Jonathan. There's Nalam, who's a good storyteller, telling all these things. Nalam's been everywhere. But then there's this guy, Egg. What's his name? Wait. Oh, I lost it.
Nolam is just backwards for Malin. His everyone knows who's Sanderson's editor.
Melon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone knows this.
What was that guy's name? I can't. I've highlighted. Oh, Emmerin. Emmerin. He's this older-looking noble guy. Have we met this guy before? He said he met the Dragon Reborn. He said he was an impressive young man, and he had a noble bearing to him.
I don't recall.
I don't know.
He also, Androl is also kind of widely traveled.
Yeah.
He's had the.
So what is this about Androl trying to hide his past? Like he seems really concerned about the nobleman discovering who he is. Right?
Just getting a rare.
The rare read and fuck up.
Yeah.
Reading fuck up. Okay, fine.
It says the distinguished man was something of an enigma. This is referring to Emmerin. He said nothing of his past. He was a nobleman, that was certain, but wasn't braggadocious. Emmerin tells Androl he is the soul of a scribe, and asks how he's tried the Britashian Dazer. It's a drink mix of mead and used milk.
Used milk, gross. Oh,
He drank it on a bet, and Ritosh. And we hear that Ritosh is leagues offshore in a cluster of islands not even the sea folk often visit. And Andrel's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, whatever. Of course I was at Ritosh. Duh. Dude, I've been to Ritosh.
Damn, we don't say the R word in this show.
If you've been
to Ritosh, you'd know about it.
It's a Ritosh Dazer.
You know not to talk about it. What stays in Ritosh stays in Ritosh. Ritosh stays in Ritosh.
We don't. Ritosh, I imagine, is probably like Monaco, or like where they play baccarat all the time and drink mead with used milk. Jonathan tries, or Angel tries the Two Rivers bow. We are reminded just how burly and manly you got to be to pull that bitch. And we hear that Tame is having all kinds of private tutoring lessons. Well, people are like,
okay, so I couldn't help it.
This was weird.
I couldn't help but think casting couch when I read this.
Really? That's funny. A casting couch. That's really funny.
That checks
I
out.
was thinking more like they go to the gym to like do a workout, but this one.
Oh, so boys' locker room shower.
Everybody up with steroids.
Soap on a rope in the boys' locker room shower.
Hey, you guys want to be dedicated?
Yeah, I mean, and
Oh,
to
don't act so
further that,
innocent. Hey,
What are you willing to do?
Josh, to further that point, like none of his like closest people will allow the women to be bonded.
It's true.
Yeah, that's another thing. He doesn't let the people that he has assigned as dragon be chosen by the Aes Sedai for bonding. What is Tame's ploy here? Does he think that it is weakening? What is he doing with all this? Not letting like his good buddies get bonded.
I think because they'd be able to sense what's going on. The Aes Sedai would be able to sense what's going on.
Like,
presumably.
What do you think is going on?
Shadow size or Black Tower wise, or
just like, yeah, because they would pick up on the feelings and thoughts of their warders, right?
And what would they not want them to see or feel?
I don't know, whatever's going on, whatever hidden thing is happening, right?
What do you think is happening?
I don't know.
Okay.
They're just coming back with like, I don't know, superpowers or all roided out.
Yeah, they level up.
Androl has some issues.
Yeah, so how are they leveling up so fast? Maybe they're getting the Great Lord's blessing. Maybe they're all dark friends. I mean, that would go with our question about who are these channelers that they've been sensing. Who are these male channelers that they've been sensing? Right. Maybe this is the explanation for that.
Point.
Well, they said Loghain's been gone. We haven't heard from him for a while. Could it be Loghain?
Loghain's not evil. We know that at this point, I feel like.
All right. Swing and a miss.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just think, I feel like the one thing we do know about Loghain is that he's not a dark friend at this point.
Yeah. No,
although if you could look at the show obviously tells a different story, right?
I don't even know.
Who knows? Yeah, no, it's an entirely different story. You're right.
I don't feel like I
Entirely different
was
story.
very confused. Not sure what Loghain.
But if there is an Androl, I bet you he does do some leather work in this.
Leather work.
Brian,
Well,
there's
leatherworking is a part of BDSM, you know. In the,
I was
in
gonna
the gay
say
community.
we do not kink shame, and he might be just building like a room of pain or kinks,
Pleasure.
some sort, pleasure.
Brian, there's a
Pain,
great
pleasure.
tie I'd like you to do, please, in the chat.
Slippery
Totally.
slope and pleasure.
Yeah, I think that might be where all the leather. He's
Is ending up.
He's making a lot of stirrups. You just say that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, disgusting. I'm gonna puke in my mouth a little bit. Oh, stop. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Pardon me, after you. Fits like a dream, he said, and Andrew felt himself. Hi, Shar.
It's a good one, Novagard.
No, and it works both ways. He could be like, feeling himself, or also like he felt himself. He's like, yeah, fits like a dream. You know what I'm saying?
Fits
He
like a
felt
dream.
himself.
The good clan here of all the Two Rivers guys. By the way, the Two Rivers guys are full of scruples. Full of scruples, guys. They are so scrupulous. He's like, hey, Two Rivers guys and all this, we're gonna try to prove, because they make a point that the Dragon Reborn hasn't done shit. He has completely forgotten about this thing, and it is out of control. It says they talk about the Lord Dragon, how he drove good men to turn traitor. They say he's abandoned us and that he's gone mad. Then Hale doesn't want those rumors pointed back to him, but that's where they're coming from. And it's like, yeah, but the Lord Dragon, what has he done for us? Seems like he's forgotten about this place. Maybe he is mad. And Emeren's like, no, he's not. I met him just before I came here. He seemed like a good dude. He impressed me, he says. Young, but with a powerful will. I trust him. Light. I barely spoke with him a half dozen times, but I trust him. He's got to be someone we've met, right?
It's so funny. I think it's funny that they all just agree with him. The one guy's like, well, that's good enough for me.
He's like, all
So
right. Well,
I trust him
checks
too
out.
now.
Who says that? Is that Androl that says that?
Emeren. Yeah, the others start to nod, and the guy says, burn me? I suppose that's good enough for me. But I wish he'd listen to us. And they're like, all right, let's get proof. We're going to go all Sherlock Holmes. We're going to go Sherlock Holmes. And try to avoid the big bullies, the mean, popular sorority or fraternity house over there, where all the cool guys are. All the jocks. But we're nerds, and we're going to do it our way.
Yes, but by finding our greatest faults, highlighting them, never working on them, and stumbling forward to success.
We only got weeks. we need to take this ragtag group of misfits and turn them into an army in weeks.
Montage.
Montage.
So yeah, they're on the hunt for stuff against Tame, but don't let them know, and that's kind of how it ends. These chapters weren't the most exciting, but we do get some weddings, which is, a part of storytelling is, go read some Shakespeare. You're going to get some weddings in there.
We get some quick, shitty weddings.
No, it was really powerful when Morghese was like, they've all, like, used me. They've all used me. They've all, held me back.
Yeah.
They've all, like... And she's like, I'm finally, doing this for my own happiness. It's a really powerful moment. She's been through the fucking shit. Yeah. And then for Talonvor to, like, highlight each one, like, number them off. And, like, I can imagine what that felt for Morghese to have that. Like,
yeah.
And being heard that way and that understanding. Yeah. And there's also Ryan, on your point, Berelain also talks about, like, she's like, well, I can't marry someone I like necessarily. I need to marry someone who's going to protect Mayene, because anytime that there's some weirdness, Mayene is threatened. And so I need to solidify my stuff. So her plight is unfortunate and somewhat empathetic as well.
And then to add, spice to this
insult to injury.
Fail goes something to the effect of, like, I don't think she ever liked him. I don't think she ever loved him. Maybe she had the hots for him, but she only did it for those reasons you're just saying. And she said basically, like, I like that less. Like, I don't, right? Something like that. Like, the fact that it was not a love makes me like her even less. Or
right, it was just simple ambition and challenge.
Yeah.
And that's why she does this whole hawk falcon thing. She's like, the falcon will hunt the hawk every time. I'm gonna get that bitch every time. She hadn't a chance. You know the difference, Perrin, between a hawk and a falcon? Well, size mostly, and the wing size and the arrow shape of the spell.
Wing shape.
Actually, falcons also mate.
Seriously, like, straight out, like we've been watching Love on the Spectrum. Love that show. It's amazing.
So good.
But Jesus Christ, Dan, like, we might have to do a reread and just
of him on the
find
spectrum.
out who's on the spectrum.
Yeah. But
Real time on the spectrum. WT on the spectrum.
To me, he becomes more sympathetic if I read him this way.
What on the spectrum?
Yes.
Who what on the spectrum?
Perrin,
don't punch the walls. Perrin, we're not punching walls.
I'm just imagining Perrin with earmuffs on, walking around.
Perrin is Ignatius J. Ibarra.
That is amazing. All right.
He's in the last battle with his fucking earmuffs on.
And he's looking at Berelain. He's calling Berelain that Minx Berelain.
Oh my god.
Fucking amazing.
Guys, read Confederacy of Dunces. All right. Well, next.
All right. Before we go, before any powers, book 1 chapters, before any powers were imbued on the 3, who has the lowest IQ? Rand, Perrin, or Matt?
Matt.
Perrin, easily. What?
No, Matt.
It's not Matt.
Matt's a fucking dumbass.
No, he's not.
Oh shit. Okay.
Matt is
no impulse control.
Matt has smarts in other ways, and he can read people.
Okay,
really well. He's got lots.
Listen, Kay. No one said who's the smartest, and we aren't talking about anything but IQ. Ryan said, "Who's got the lowest IQ?" You got to listen.
Oh, wow.
Shit! What?
Matt may have the highest emotional intelligence, and I would absolutely agree that it's the most important intelligence. So I'm on the same page as you.
Oh, that face. Yeah.
You need to listen, Kay.
I need to listen.
gotta
Let's
listen.
listen. Open your ears and listen. To the
Lowest emotional intelligence for sure.
All right, no, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I would say Rand has the lowest IQ.
Okay, right. I can see that. Sheep herder.
Interesting.
I see Matt as like
Yeah.
the kid who like does all his work before everyone else in class and is bored and starts like making paper airplanes.
Is that because Rand's probably a little bit like inbred?
Yeah,
Probably.
they're all.
They're all
And on
inbred.
that note,
2 rivers and red.
Guys, next week is our
How many
fantastic,
options in the
fantastic.
the next 2 shows are going to be epic.
Yes.
199.
All right, what are our chapters? What are our
47 through
chapters? next week?
51. We are doing 5 chapters for our penultimate episode.
47
Exactly.
through 51.
It is 64 pages, and then we are finishing this bad boy the following week. So, end at chapter 52. Don't read chapter 52. 5
Don't
chapters.
read chapter
47,
52. Okay.
51. 47, 51. Josh, I'm talking to you. Buddy.
I'm writing it down.
Josh.
I know. Unless you
sad.
get COVID.
I see your
I guess
sad
there's Dan, there's a COVID exemption.
Nope.
No, there is. Like Chad agreed. Like Josh was forgiven by Chad. Like he's yes.
Or what?
All right.
Nope.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Humans.
I
of all
look forward to
spectrums.
discussing them next week.
Yeah. I
Okay, I
forward
love
to
you.
discussing
Thank
with you.
I love you too.
I love you
I
guys.
love everyone.
You know you're a
Nice
super
job.
dick.
All right. Oh my God, this is getting too cute. Run for your lives. This is the way the